This broadcast is brought to you by HTMRadio.com. HTMRadio.com. Parental discretion is advised.
Hello.
Hi, is this X-Pac?
Yes.
Hi, you're live on Shake Rattle Roll with the Honky Tonk Man.
What's going on, man?
Oh, we're hanging and banging, brother. You know, brother.
How you doing?
We're doing great. We're doing fantastic. And
hey, thanks for having me on the show.
I'm glad you're on. I mean, gosh, I had so much fun doing your show. I mean, that's it. How could I not have you on?
Oh, yeah, because we didn't really finish. You were telling me a story, and we were going to finish the story on your show, so I'm just happy to be on, man. I'm sitting out back here, Indian Rocks Beach, just looking at the water right now.
That's over there.
What's that?
That Indian Rocks Beach, that's over near that Greg the Hammer Valentine neighborhood.
Yeah, over there. That Krabby Bills, that Bobby the Brain Heenan, them guys used to have a piece of.
Yes, I remember that spot. Yeah.
So what's new?
Well, I'm sunburned really bad. I was down on the beach in Mexico last week, so you know, I guess I'm dark enough now to be part of urban wrestling that's starting up.
Yeah, I heard about that. That's like the hip hop wrestling thing or something, huh?
Yeah, and they're going to have.
Do you have to be black to be part of it?
No, I'm not. I've just seen some clips of it, and they're going to have one of these pay-per-views, kind of like the Insane Clown Posse does. So I guess you and I, we're going to have to jump on board and do one of these pay-per-views, I guess.
Yeah, I guess that Go Fight Live, they started doing that. And I guess ICP's having a little success. I mean, it's something. It's just another avenue for people to be able to bring their product directly to the people without having to deal with networks and Vince or TNA or whoever the hell else. I mean, I think that kind of thing's great, man. The more of that stuff, the better. It's better.
Yeah.
The best. It's better for the people.
Yes, I mean, we're all out here for the fans, no matter what the people say. Internet fans are the greatest fans in the world, as far as I'm concerned, because they're the ones who keep yourself and myself going out here.
That's, you know what, man, you couldn't have said it better, because I mean, I haven't been on except for my little run in TNA last year. I haven't been on Vince's TV since 2002. So, it's the internet that's really, the people on the internet that's really, really kept me alive. And I'm really grateful for all these people.
Yes, I am too. And you've learned very quickly how to be part of this cyber network that's out there. And
you better learn quick, or you're going to get left behind.
And I've got to give you thumbs up for the way you do your show, because you do yours with a video. I just don't, on Monday nights, I don't look good enough to be on video. So.
Well, me neither. But I mean, I just do it anyway. I'm just blessed. You know what? I'm blessed to have the facility to do it in. That's the thing is being part of the Cowhead show here in Tampa, that gives me the opportunity to use their studios to do that out of. Just get, can do little videos up. And, when you were on the show, I had some old school footage of you from Memphis and, different things like I had told you, to lead up into you coming on. So it's kind of cool that way. But, man, it's all really about us just having a conversation. That was the greatest part of it.
Yeah, and you're on every. It's Wednesday night, is that right?
Yeah, Wednesday nights at 8 p.m. on CowheadTV.com. Yeah, and I don't know if you've seen my website. Yeah, I got a new website that's only about a couple of weeks old now, and it's I got a really good guide that's helping me out with it, and it's realxpac.com. and it's doing really good. I'm surprised. I didn't realize I had that much love out there, man. Because you hear about all the X-Pac heat and X-Pac sucks, and I guess there's some people that still love me out there.
Well, I kind of started on this cyber stuff during the Attitude Era, and you and I had talked about the Attitude Era, where I had a very controversial show where, heck, if there was a knife to be put in somebody, I put it in them. So, but anyway.
As long as they went where they were supposed to go, that's more power to you, man.
But it was a cutting edge kind of a thing, and now that particular part of our lives are over, and hopefully it won't come back again. But I'm sure the wrestling business makes full circle, so the Attitude Era will come back sooner or later.
Yeah, I mean, they're not going to call it that to there again. I'm pretty sure of that, but it's in a different form. I can already see. Can you already see it happening a little bit?
Well, yeah, with the Ultimate Warrior versus Hulk Hogan, and I can see it starting.
Wow, that thing. What about that? How about that, the Warrior?
I'm sitting on the sidelines, just. I'm waiting to hear how this thing plays out. I mean, it's a hell of a pissing match.
It sure is, man. You know what? I wouldn't touch that with a 10-foot pole. Like I don't know if I would. If I was Hulkster, I wouldn't join in on the reindeer games on that one.
Hell, we've asked him. We don't do personal stuff on here. It's all business, and we've asked him to call us, call you, call somebody about what he's doing with TNA and how he's running the place, or he's not running it, or something of that nature.
I don't believe he's running it. I don't believe he's running it.
No, of course not. He doesn't even go to their pay-per-views.
I just know from when I was there, like nothing that it was a Vince Russo show.
Of course,
it still was. I mean, it was still the Vince Russo was still writing. So, I mean, how are you really going to change anything?
And you're not. And I think that's what Mick Foley tried to do, is say, look, let's make a few changes that'll work for the. And Mick's unselfish when it comes to trying to help a promotion. I know that. And he obviously couldn't get along with him in the views he wanted, and he parted ways.
Yeah. I always I think a lot of Mick. He and I have always gotten along real good, but he's always been good. Good depends on how you look at it, about like trying to protect himself, and his character. Probably a little more than I ever did, but I don't know. He left there like. I mean, he didn't really have anything bad to say about him in public, anyways. So.
No, he's in a little different situation than guys like you and I, because we still get in the ring and actually wrestle and work, and he doesn't. And yourself, anytime they put you behind the camera, or if you don't have a wrestling part to do, and all you do is stand there and maybe cut an interview, it's a difficult situation to be in.
It sure is. And there's not a whole, there's only so many weeks that you can go out there and keep on doing that before it gets stale.
And I think that's what happened with him. He felt like that it was going nowhere for him. And obviously he's going to show up in WWE. I think we all know that.
I think so, too. I think that pretty much... I don't think it would take Kreskin to figure that out. But I just, damn, man, I lost my damn train of thought here.
Well, I'll tell you what, I'll bring you around to a real good one. Have you seen the Hardy Boys taser video?
No.
Oh, the Hardy Boys, they got one of the Hardy Boys' girlfriend, and they got the handheld taser, and they coax her into, finally, they tase her.
They tase her?
Yeah.
Well, actually, I'll be honest with you, Honky, on the Cowhead show, they have people come in to compete for tickets to, like, concerts and stuff. and they actually have them get tasered and with like a cattle prod. I mean, I've seen some pretty crazy stuff when it comes to that. But to taser your own girlfriend, that's something different.
Yeah, you'll have to look that up. It's on YouTube somewhere. And of course, he showed up on TMZ, which we'll talk about. The TMZ is getting to be our best PR thing for wrestlers now. Obviously, since Brittany and Paris Hilton and those kids have gone into the darkness, they're concentrating on wrestlers, like of course they did with Kevin Nash, and you saw all that and heard all that.
Well, you know what? I didn't even read the actual TMZ article, but I just, obviously they didn't get Kevin's side of the story when they wrote it. So I know that much. And you know this. You wear the bandana, and I've got a long ponytail, and Kevin's got the tattoos, and he's right. When the police come, the guy with the tattoos, or the guy like you with a bandana, or the guy with a ponytail, they're the ones going to get arrested. Right, especially if you're 6'10".
Yeah, and you're holding somebody down, but they didn't care that this guy came at Kevin with a beer bottle or something and, made advances toward his wife. I mean, what's a guy supposed to do? Stand there and listen to this nonsense and say, I'm going to call the police on you if you don't stop talking ugly.
Right. Yeah, I mean, and here's the thing. Obviously, I know Kevin about as good as anybody. It must have taken something like a guy coming at him with the beer bottle or something like that for him to drop him, because Kevin knows that he's got a lot to lose, So, I mean, it's got to be something like that, I mean, he's not just going to – I mean, he's level-headed enough to where he's not going to drop some guy just for making advances at his wife unless the guy put his hands on her.
Exactly. You're exactly right. And Kevin is very diplomatic, and he's been in those situations before, being a bar bouncer and things like that. He knows you talk first and punch later, and only punch if you have to. And of course, they dropped all the charges, let him go, but still, it made big internet story like, this is a major criminal out here, for Christ's sakes.
Oh yeah, I remember when I got earlier in the year when I got arrested for pot in Newark Airport. It was even the wrestling websites. ex-WWE superstar arrested for drugs. Like, you can make a lot of assumptions when somebody puts arrested for possession of drugs. Like I could have had crack or heroin or crystal meth or something. I mean, when in reality they knew it was just I had about a joint worth of pot on me, for Christ's sakes. So,
right, and in most places that's legal.
Well, I mean, it's not a go to jail offense in most places. That's for damn sure.
Right.
But I made the mistake. You know what, Honky? I made the mistake of having it in my pocket and trying to go through airport security without the ID because I lost my wallet. And so that was my bad. I got to take responsibility for my own stupidity on that one.
Yeah, it's not very easy to get through without some form of an ID. I can tell you that.
Well, they were cool with that, but then they gave me that famous TSA, extra pat down that they've been talking about so much on the news and everything like that. little close to the. I mean, really, it was pretty close to the genitalia.
Yeah, they rub you down pretty good. And
have you had one of those?
I've had a few of them. Yes, I had the same guy rub me down twice in Amsterdam.
Yeah. Oh, in Amsterdam.
Yeah. He said, "Would you step over here, please?" I said, "You just checked me 5 minutes ago up at the checkpoint." He said, "I need to see you again over here." So
were you going into Amsterdam or coming out?
I was coming out. See.